Hey guys, Kev Bear Cub here for my next edition of TMI Tuesday on August 27th. I apologize for my red eyes. I've just had a bit of a sneezing fit from my allergies, which went well with the toothache that I'm dealing with right now, so I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. So anyway, sorry about the bloodshot eyes and the watery eyes. If I sneeze during the recording, I apologize in advance. But yeah. So today's TMI Tuesday, August 27th, 2013. You can tell I'm not feeling great, so I'm not as energetic as I normally am just because the side of my face is going like... But anyway. You have to have some bad days in order to appreciate the good ones, right? Anyway, so here are some questions people have messaged. I don't remember if I answered this one, but MN789 asked, "Hey man, I like your blog. Can you be my friend? How do I contact you?" And the best thing I can say is to contact me through the Ask, just like you did. Or if you follow me, you can submit a fan email or however you do that. But I know you have to follow somebody to do that. So yeah, so go ahead and do that if you feel like it, and we'll chat. I had an anonymous ask me, what's the dirtiest thing I've ever done and something illegal I have done? The dirtiest thing I've ever done. I'm assuming you mean sexually or something, I guess. God, something dirty that I've done. I mean, I think that sex in general is dirty. I mean, it's not bad dirty, it's a good dirty, but I mean, I'll say that with my boyfriend, I mean, we do some pretty awesome dirty things, but I do think that there's some things that need to be kept within a partnership. So other than that, I mean, I think that being involved in group sex is pretty dirty, and I've done that before. It wasn't something that I was particularly fond of, but I think that's pretty dirty. Group sex, probably. But and then, like I said, there's some other things that I do with my boyfriend that are just between us. But yeah. So sorry, I wish I could give you more on that, but yeah, I'm a firm believer in that some things need to be kept just between the two people in the relationship. Something illegal I have done, I can remember when I was younger, I was like 5 or 6 years old, and I'll never forget that my sister, my dad, well, first of all, my dad was going to a building supply store. It's called Bellevue Builders up in upstate New York, where I originally grew up. And so my dad was going to Bellevue Builders, and my sister said to me, "Hey, get some nails so we can build a tree fort." Which was weird because we didn't even have a tree in our backyard that could support... I mean, we had trees, but not that were big enough to support a tree fort, so I don't know what the purpose of her telling me that was. But anyway, so it was winter time. I had a big jacket on, big winter jacket. I went with my dad to the building store, and he was shopping for whatever he was shopping for, and I found this big display of nails, and it was like, you know, a display that was like a circular display that had nails in like bins all around the display that you could spin around. And I just took some nails and I just started loading all the nails up into my pockets. I just started putting them in my pockets. Didn't care who was watching me, didn't care who saw me or anything. I didn't know there was anything wrong. I figured they were just there and you just put them in your pocket. So that's what I did. Drove home, got home, was out in the kitchen with my sister, and I pulled all the nails out of my pocket and set them on the table, and my dad saw them, and he said, you know, "What the hell is that? Where'd you get those?" And I said, you know, "Kimmy asked me to get nails for us, and so I got nails." And he's like, "You have to buy them." And so he actually made us drive back down to Bellevue Builders so that I could give the nails all back to the owner and tell him what I did. So that's something illegal that I've done, and I got caught. I have not really done, I'm not really one, my dad was a cop, so I'm not really one to do things to break the law. So, I mean, illegal other than, like, rolling through a stop sign or something, or, I don't know. Like, I don't even like, at the grocery store, I don't even like eating a grape or something off of the bunch, because then when it gets weighed, I feel like I'm cheating it. So I'm kind of a goody two shoes, I guess, in that aspect. But I'm proud of myself for that. XE Travis Bull XX just said hi, and that was because of that thing that I was doing where if you said hi, I would answer stuff, and it got to be way too much because I had too many people doing that. And it wasn't really things that were creative. It wasn't questions that could have been creative enough, so sorry. Fuzz Chubb, I love getting messages from you, Bubba. You said, hey, Kev, wonderful news about you and Ryan finally making your relationship official. You really make a terrific couple, so may I just wish you many long and joyous years together. Just remember, a life shared is one lived twice as well. Hugs, guys. And that was really sweet, so I appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm sure that Ryan appreciates it too, but he won't know that you even said that until he sees the TMI video, because it's not like he's looking at my emails. Not that I care if he does. And then I had an anonymous ask, and this is one of the most awesome comments that I've ever had somebody send to me. They said, I want to marry you and have kids with you. And it was anonymous. So, of course, I immediately went to Ryan and I said, did you really send that to me as an anonymous? Did you really tell me you want to marry me and have kids with you? He goes, no. He's like, I'm not creative enough to do that, or something along those lines, which he really is. But he goes, but, we can keep trying to have kids if you want, and I'll marry you someday probably, I'm sure. And so, anyway, I kind of thought it was Ryan. So whoever the anonymous was that did that, in order to marry me and have kids, I would need to know who you are. So you need to say who you are. Anyway. I sent a message to Hybrid Bear because Hybrid Bear has a blog, and like the definition of blog is it's like these are the best of the best bears or something like that. And he posted a picture of me and Ryan, Darth Cubby. So I said, you flatter me by posting my pic with Darth Cubby. You should post your own pic too, because you are the best of the best too. And his response to me was, well, you and he are some of my favorites. I'm glad I could flatter such a handsome man as yourself. So he just keeps making me smile. And let me tell you, I need that. Cody Cub, I just realized you sent me an email question. Cody, I'm glad that you're feeling better. I hope that you continue to get better. But I hope somebody answered your question. And for anybody else that's out there that wants to know, he asked, how do you send a picture to somebody's mailbox? And you have to do that through the submit option. They have to have that turned on their page. They won't always have it turned on. So if somebody doesn't have the submit button turned on, which is separate from the ask, that's how you have to do that. At least that's what I know. Tog Bear, Jan sends me a message again. And you always have cool questions. I love receiving messages from you, so I hope you keep asking every week. So Jan said, Tog Bear. He says, hi, Kev Bear Cub. I hope you had a nice week since your last TMI Tuesday and enjoyed your time. Watching your videos became a part of my week I'm really looking forward to. In the last videos, you talked about things you are interested in and things you are doing in your spare time. So here is my question for this week. What ability would you like to have? Naming a superhero power is okay as well. And on the other hand, what habit would you like to get rid of and why? All right, so first, the fun one, which is what ability would I like to have? I think I would like to have the ability to like instantly absorb knowledge. Like those people who could just like read a book and they remember everything. Like an eidetic memory, I guess that's what I would like to have. Like Mary Lou Henner, I think her name was, the lady that was on Taxi. Or that show Unforgettable, if you remember that show, if you know that show Unforgettable, where the lady has the ability to remember everything. I would love to have that ability because it would be awesome. First of all, because I love to try to remember things to prove somebody wrong, to say, but remember on this date at this time, this is what you said. And unfortunately, I kind of do that, which is probably irritating to Ryan, especially since the fact I'm usually wrong and he ends up remembering things much better than I do. But I digress. So, yeah, probably like the ability to absorb and remember everything that I do in life. So I never have a memory that that goes unknown. Like an example, like Mary Lou Henner, I think that was her name, Mary Lou Henner or something, from Taxi, the lady who was on Taxi. She has that ability, and I guess there's only like 6 people in the world that have this ability, that are documented to have this ability, where you could just name a date and she knows exactly where she was, what she was doing. She knows every single thing about her life. Like, she remembers every moment. And I think that's really cool. That's really cool to be able to do, because I think it would make you so smart, because you could always remember everything. Like you could be a really effective doctor because you remember every journal article that you've ever read. And, I think it'd be great. So having an eidetic memory, I think, would be the best. A habit I would like to get rid of would be my overthinking. I overanalyze everything. My friends, family, Ryan, everybody around me, they'll know that I overanalyze everything, and I instantly prepare. I always want to prepare for any possible outcome I think could happen, and I would love to just be able to live in the moment a little more, which I am learning to do. But I'd like to get rid of that habit, is overanalyzing things. And I think that's what makes me a little bit jealous sometimes too, is that I overanalyze everything. So, yeah. 818 Cuddle Bear says, congratulations, you and Darth Cubby make a super cute couple. I'm so happy for both of you. So my question is, are you an introvert or more of an extrovert? Do you believe in astrology? What sign are you? I am definitely more of an extrovert. It's really weird because Ryan is much more an introvert. And I think if people were to look at us, and like, even if you look at our blogs, I think that we probably look the opposite. He probably looks like he's an extrovert because he's willing to post all the naked pictures of himself and, all these things that I'm not willing to do. Yet, it's really true. He's an introvert. He likes to deal with things internally, and I'm somebody who is very external. I'm not shy. I believe in being around people. I don't like being alone. I hate being by myself for long periods of time. So I'm definitely an extrovert. I like to be around people. I'm not really typically shy in new situations. I warm up to people really quickly. So yeah. Do I believe in astrology? I do. I don't know if I believe in it because what it tells you, you end up fulfilling yourself. Like, kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of a thing, or if it really does, like, no, I don't know, like, decide your fate or destiny or whatever. But, yeah, I do find myself, I'm an Aries, just so you know. I was born in April. I'm a very typical Aries. I'm very outspoken. I like to be the leader. I like to be in the front. I like to be on stage. I like to be in the limelight. Of course, I'm a singer, so I love to be on stage in front of thousands and thousands of people belting out a tune. You know what I mean? So, very typical Aries. And I do believe in astrology. I do think that, I do typically, like, even when Ryan and I started dating, because he's a Cancer, so I immediately went up and checked on what's an Aries-Cancer relationship and how is that. And it talks about the parts that are going to be great and the parts that are going to be difficult and blah, blah, blah. And so I kind of try to live by that and just say, okay, well, this is, it told me this is going to be a struggle here. But I have to say, knock on wood, we haven't really had any major struggles. Of course, it's still new, so give him time to get irritated by me, trust me. So that's it as far as questions goes. The only other thing I have to say is I just really appreciate everything you guys are doing. I'm almost up to 1,000 followers. I did talk to Ryan. He is willing to make another video with me. I attempted to make a video, but I didn't like how it turned out to be prepared for my 1,000 followers. And so as soon as I get to the 1,000, which hopefully will be like this week or so, it'll probably help if I start posting some more stuff. Yeah, then I'll post another video of a makeout session with maybe showing a little bit more. Yeah. Other than that, things are going really well. I'm just kind of dealing with this toothache, as you can tell, and I'm kind of dealing with these allergies that are going on. So I think I'm about ready to go lay down and take a nap. Yeah, and that's it. So I will leave you guys with that. I hope you guys continue to send me questions. I love answering your questions. I love making these videos for you. So I will talk to you all soon. Have a great day. Bye.